Your fucking fingers in. What is this shit? It's always this shit.
The casual thing. All right, holy but Jesus, can you believe that? What a fight night, and our third King of the Casuals podcast today, and finally we have reconnected with the fellas from the West Coast in Colorado. They're the, as I always call them, the Bruise Brothers. There they are. Look at you two motherfuckers. How dare I talk that way to two big dudes like that? I mean, so what do you say about that? First off, it was a good card. It was a much better card than last couple of weeks, and I couldn't believe. Well, let's just start right in with my boy, your boy, ADRIANYANEZ fight.
Holy cow!
Right? Can that guy strike or what? I mean, but he can also take a pretty good punch.
That first round, Costa looked like he invented MMA in that first round.
His jab.
So smooth. He had his range and his timing down perfectly with it. And every time he'd step in, he'd hit it and he'd be right back out to where he wasn't getting touched. I mean, a perfect first round, except for he was just asked. It was a huge volume, but damn, one round and you're done, son. Not in that weight division. You can't do it.
It's just so crazy.
No.
We've had in the last 3 weeks a couple of zombie appearances, and it's just like these dudes that can just run into fists until the other dude gets tired. It's awesome.
What do you suppose that is? Are people getting tougher, or is there something else at amiss here?
No, I think
you know what? I think people were trying, or have for a little bit. We learned about CTE. Have been trying to extend their careers, try not to do the whole face first and a punch thing. But some new blood out there, and they don't give a single fuck, not one.
No, like that dude that fought Sean O'Malley.
Oh, Jesus!
That guy with the green hair.
Chris Moutinho.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we find out later he has a little bit more Neanderthal than the other fighters. I mean, Jesus, that head is hard.
I mean, because O'Malley kind of pitched a perfect game. Like, he just absolutely destroyed him, and the kid just kept coming.
I was just scared. He was some kind of weird Frankenstein. Nate and I literally were yelling back and forth at each other like, what is this?
What are you doing to this? What are you doing to this? Just keep moving. Stay away.
It was bizarre. And then
what's so crazy about that fight? It's been a long time since I got really super nervous. That fight made me so nervous just because the constant freaking pressure he put in O'Malley's face. It was never ending. He was eating all of it, and it was terrifying, to be honest.
And heavy spin kicks and shit because O'Malley threw everything at him.
Yeah.
And after actually O'Malley gave him a lot of props. It was like, Jesus Christ, man, that guy's got a hard head.
What's so fucking funny is listening to both of them post fight and other interviews with other people, and O'Malley's like, dude, I don't know. I gotta fucking let my hands fucking heal. I don't know how long it's gonna take. And then the other dude who ate all those punches, like, I don't know. I feel good.
I'll fight tomorrow.
Yeah, Can we fight tomorrow?
That guy's gonna be talking with marbles in his mouth by next year.
I mean,
he can only.
God forbid.
Oh, I hope not too. Yeah, I mean, of course, I hope not. But I mean, you know, you get one. If you talk to anybody who's been hit in the head a little bit, they usually have a speech issue.
Probability is high.
Yeah. So tonight, Yanez, at the first round, I was like, "Fuck, is he gonna lose?" Because I love that guy, little game bred junior, and with the little slip and the perfect counter punch. And then
One punch.
tell you what, he came. He needed to get close, and I said that earlier in the podcast. If he can get inside boxing, he'll be able to beat him. But he had to take a lot of punches to get there.
Hey, it worked.
And after the fight, I saw his post presser, and Yanez was like, I need to go back to the gym and work on my shit because I won. I wasn't impressed with my performance, so I need to get better.
That seemed to be
Which tells me. Say again?
That seemed to be a theme of the night. I mean, TJ said the same thing. Like, yeah, I got the outcome that I wanted, which was a W, but I was lazy.
Yeah, so the Macy Barber did not win her fight.
Yeah. So that was close. That was a close one.
It may in a draw.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, the third round, yeah, she lost the third round, but here's what I know to be true until they tell me otherwise. MMA is round by round, right? So if she lost the first 2 rounds to Miranda, clearly, like 10, I mean, I thought 10-9, and then maybe lost the last round 10-9. So that equals 29-28 every time.
I mean, I get it too, but
yeah. So
to take into account now,
and that's why they always say don't leave it in the hands of the refs. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen.
I mean,
yeah, and they did. I mean, although they were certainly trying not to. I mean, it was not like either of them were running away. It was pretty good. That was a good fight.
Cool.
And then
card was fantastic. So UFC, nice work. I mean, that was
very nice.
Gall's back now. We got Mickey Gall back.
He looked sharp.
Mickey Gall looked good, and then the other Frankenstein of the night,
Darren Elkins.
Jesus,
what in the fuck? I mean, talk about Nate. Talk about Neanderthal.
Yeah,
I mean, his whole forehead was absolutely.
We are really worried about.
Yeah, we talked about that
after
after he was talking, and we're like, "Oh my god, this is exactly why you shouldn't fight like this. You shouldn't have this style," because he didn't sound very clear, and I worry for him.
I mean, if your plan and strategy is, well, I'm just going to let the other guy punch me in the face until he tires out, and then I'll strangle him to death or something. Or actually, he ended up grounding and pounding. That guy, I mean, I thought they should have stopped that fight maybe a little earlier. Once he tired I forgot the guy he fought's name. Why can't I remember it? Minter? I think it was Minter, I think.
Nah, I think you're wrong.
Milner.
Either way, it doesn't matter because he lost. No, I'm kidding. Either way, he that guy looked great, and then the next thing you know, he was basically had a knee on his chest and was getting elbowed to the head, and the ref was like, I'll let it go for another 4 minutes.
Well, who? Sarge Eubanks. Dude, when I saw her hit that one elbow that just completely destroyed Reed's eye.
Oh my god, that eye.
Right there, I was like, nope, this is over. Sarge is about to finish the fight. That hurt bad. And she had knee on belly, and that girl could not move. That knee on belly looked like it hurt.
Yeah, and Eubanks actually needed to win that fight for sure because she did not win last 2, I think.
Different weight class, right? She's back down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, plus she got in a little trouble outside of the octagon with her girlfriend or something. I don't know. So she's had a lot going on.
You never know what'll happen out there on those streets.
Very tough out there. So it's going to be tough out there for Corey Sandhagen to walk around and knowing that he won that fight and he won the fight. I'm a casual, and I guess I'll say I must be a casual because I don't know how you can. It was a great fight. Let's just say that. I suppose, as Nate said, you leave it to the judges. That's what's going to happen. It was certainly not a robbery, but I feel like maybe it was a little bit of a robbery.
I think the difference was just that constant forward pressure from TJ. I mean, that's what makes the difference, right? Like, if it's that close and you have one guy who's always pushing the pace, always pushing it forward, I mean, that's the guy who's going to win. So.
Which is what Dominic Cruz said in the fight. He's like, look at what TJ's doing. He's getting this body lock, taking it back, controlling Sandhagen, which is octagon control. So, I mean, he was doing that for the majority of the middle rounds at least.
He was. He was. But he was also getting his ass handed to him with punches and elbows. And I'll tell you where, if Sandhagen really truly lost the fight, and it was getting too sloppy with the spinning back fists, spin kicks when with Dillashaw, like, you know, fighting a smart fight, like in close to kind of jam him up. And then what in the fuck? Why would Sandhagen try and why did he go for a takedown?
I think at that moment in time, he saw an opening and he was a little tired. He was a little tired getting caught by TJ and gripped up and put against the cage. I think he was sick of it. He saw an opening, was like, you know what, I'm just going to try for this. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And
well, it didn't end up screwing him like it did to McGregor when he went for that guillotine a couple weeks ago. That was not. We're not talking about it.
It's funny because there was some hype video for a fight that's coming up soon, and the guy's like, I'll fight anybody. And I just looked at Jake and I was like, you won't fight Francis Ngannou. That's not going to happen. It's not.
Well, Francis Ngannou is going to have to get through, after Derek Lewis beats up Cyril Gane, he'll have to fight him.
Are you seriously think it'd be that easy? Cyril Gane?
No, I'm just being a troll and an asshole. That's what I do, as you know.
Derek Lewis. I love him.
I am a huge fan of Derek Lewis.
Right, so I want him to beat Cyril Gane, and I like Cyril Gane, and I like Francis Ngannou, but I'd love to see Derek Lewis knock out Francis Ngannou because it's fun.
I want to see Derek Lewis get the belt and then have
of course,
and Cyril fight Derek again.
Oh,
that's what I want.
You know what I want?
That'd be great.
I want repayment for that first Ngannou fucking Derek Lewis fucking fight, dude.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you did that fucking bullshit before. I need a little bit more.
This fight needs to end in like 45 seconds.
The next match is going to be a straight up grappling match. No striking, just like little, just mix ups on the floor the whole time.
I would watch that.
I would too.
Roll around, those two guys roll around, that'd be great.
I'd watch it.
Why I ought to. All right, so anyway, I thought TJ Dillashaw looked really good tonight, and I give him credit. I've always liked TJ Dillashaw. I just really like Sandhagen and think he's he might be, if they fought 10 times, I have a feeling it might be like 6-4 Sandhagen.
I
thought he looked great tonight.
Here's the question.
Really?
Here's the question. Can either of those guys beat Peter Yan?
Yes.
I know one of them can't beat Eljo.
That's very true. Damn, dude. But you know, being not real.
I mean, you gotta be honest.
No, I think TJ, if that knee's not too messed up, I think he could take Aljo or Yan.
So I'm wondering if the fight we saw tonight then kind of was the championship.
He even said it.
Yeah.
He said this was.
Did he say that? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said the belt now is easy money.
Easy money.
How good is the shape? Are those two in shape to go 5 rounds? And really, Sandhagen was doing a lot of movement because he was trying to get the hell away from the takedowns and fighting really good going backwards. You know who should have watched that fight? Deontay Wilder.
It's not a terrible idea.
So I guess I'll just finish with I think Uriah Hall knocks out Sean Strickland.
I agree with you. Hey, by the way, Jack's video earlier, I loved it because he was really good. But at the same time, in my head, I'm like, oh, shit, President Jack McCarthy is about to...
It's kind of fun to have all the generations of casuals. Yeah. And I said, Jack, I hope you're okay, but I've listed you as Casual Jack.
I mean, I saw that jacket, and I was just like, oh, shit, Jack's always getting in this shit.
I saw there was a subtle nod to, like, JFK. Jake, kick some ass next weekend.
Yes, sir. That's the game plan.
All right.
Go on. Keep your fucking fingers in. What is this shit? What is that shit?